This episode of the Sword of Truth podcast is brought to you all by Dean Glover. So, Dean sends us a message the other day, and he says, "Hey guys, I love your podcast. I'm doing a reread, and I fucking love what you guys are doing with the reread. So it works. You get it? We should be best friends. Except, Dean hates our beer choices. Yeah, he's an IPA guy, which is fine. It's okay. He'll come around. It's all right. No, I'm not trying to pick on him. But you know what did stick out to me? Dean knows what he likes. And I can respect that. Dean, I respect you, brother. Thank you. He knows what he likes, so he goes to patreon.com, right? /podcastatt. He makes a $5 pledge. $5, because Dean is a stand-up, respectable guy. You know that? I like that about Dean. I do. And that's why he gets this badass, totally unscripted, side note, actually unscripted, shout out, and he gets himself a badass set of stickers that our lovely Jade has designed herself. So with that, on with the show. Play that sick intro music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, actually do it. Hello, book friends, and welcome back to the Sword of Truth podcast on the All the Things Podcast Network. The one, the only, alcohol-fueled, chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sword of Truth series with a busted rum barrel, it's okay, I saved some, of craft brew on the side. I'm Nate.
And I'm Jade, and on this episode, we are charging into Chapter 44 of Stone of Tears.
Charge!
Real quick, I just want to mention again, we are doing our Zoom meeting for our 100th episode next Monday. We have all of our information by this time up on our Facebook, so go check it out over there.
Yes, be there, or be square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be square.
No, because then you're not around. 100 points for dad jokes. I apologize. We're in a good mood. We just got back from vacation. We went all across the northern part of Michigan. It was beautiful. We saw tons of nature. I mean, I don't know. I'm still riding high on it. We just got back like an hour ago.
Yeah, we did lots of walking. We went through woods like Richard. We drank a lot of beer. So it was good.
And we're happy to be back, delving into another chapter. It feels nice to be in our cozy basement again.
Yeah, talking to you guys. My favorite thing.
It is. It really is. And I mean, okay, there's a bit of me that wishes the chapter we're going to be going through today was a little happier.
But it's badass, though.
It is badass. It is very badass. It's just not very cozy.
No, it's not. They're cold. They're cold in this chapter.
There is not one warm person, except maybe the drunk guy.
And actually, I mean, we've...
Plural. Lots of them.
We've mentioned the dick swinging. I don't think there's actually any dick swinging, because I think they're all inside of these guys.
Because it's so cold?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
We had a little tiny bit of snow with coats on this weekend, and I was like, nope. Get
Too
me
much.
inside.
We'd pay for heat. We're using it.
So, in our last chapter, it ended with Dew saying the wolves howling in the mist means men are going to die violently in the mist in the night. And she was more right than she knew, because this chapter opens with a very, very obvious, allegory to these guys being wolves coming out of the mist and killing the Order's camp.
I'm the wolf. I'll be ready.
Yes.
Do you have any more rum?
So, I don't know if we're calling these men the wolf army or the men army, the man-boy wolf army.
There is no way I am not going to call them the shitter camp.
Well, yeah.
The shitter army.
The Order is the shitter army. I'm talking the boys.
Oh, they can be the wolf army. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. They can be cool. We don't want the other guys to be cool.
No, they're shitters.
So, the wolf army... Yeah, you know what? I like it.
It fits.
They're able to kill all the sentries on the way in, so no alarm was raised. These men may be focused in battle, but in camp, everyone's worrying about themselves. Fuck you, I got mine. So the screaming doesn't even make them turn to look. I mean, you gotta assume fights among armies and camps like these have to be common.
You're just over there doing your shit stuff, okay?
Yeah.
I'm over here drinking. I don't care.
Unless you took any of my rum, we're fine.
Then we have a problem. Then we're going to deal with it, and the people over there aren't going to give a shit either.
They will just sit by and watch and, come whatever may.
Unless the officers call.
Yeah, well, yeah, then everybody's in trouble.
Yeah.
So the Bandu had worked on a lot of the men, too. They were either sick or they're too weak to even run away. Others were so drunk that they even smiled as one of the wolf army took their knife or sword and stabbed it right through them. They're just like, thanks, buddy.
My lap was cold before the entrails, and now it's warm.
But you just covered it on blood, so we're good.
Thanks.
Hey, do you have any more rum?
The camp is just a mess of blood and fire and broken things everywhere.
Wait, isn't that a... Wait. Isn't that a Game of Thrones episode title?
Something similar, I think, yeah.
I hope it is.
Bastards and broken things.
Yes, that rings a bell.
The combination of the poison, the ale, and the naked painted people all caused the men of the Order to freak out just a little bit, not knowing if they were seeing ghosts or if they had actually died and they were just, chilling in the underworld. They were like, I just don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
A lot of self-realization. A lot of guys swirling their ale or their rum in their mugs, looking down at it, being like, I can't possibly be that drunk, am I? Bill,
I have to have died.
This?
I have to have died.
I gotta be, right? It's so cold. Kahlan sends one of the men to check if they have taken the command tents, then sees the line of horses and gives the signal for the Scythe of Death made from the draft horses. I'm going to say that again, just so that its weight can be felt by all.
The weight of the chain?
You are good. The Scythe of Death made from draft horses. The coolest fucking thing ever. The gruesome sight caught the attention of everyone, and not surprisingly.
Yeah, it would.
Some men stood with their beer just watching like they were at a show.
Yeah, they were just stumbling around what the fuck? Are you seeing this shit?
To clarify, what we're talking about is the two horses with Bryn and Peter chained together so they could run through the enemy horses and break all of their legs. Yes, that would be a fucking sight to behold. But all these drunk guys, they're not even doing anything about it. They're just like, oh shit, that's not going to be good.
Tomorrow's going to be a bad day.
Dude, give me some more of your rum.
Yeah, better drink up while you can.
We're definitely getting in trouble for this tomorrow.
Some of these guys are sober, and they didn't see spirits but naked people, and started fighting back fiercely. A counterattack sprung up in the middle of the fighting.
Yeah, this is all the sober guys who realized they were being attacked and tried in one heroic yeehaw. I don't know what the word is, but they roused themselves and were like, oh shit, we got work to do. And it wasn't enough, and they weren't concentrated enough to be effective, so they just kind of get wiped out.
Yeah. But I'm sure there was a lot of naked people that were killed in that.
Oh, yeah.
Two of the drivers with the horses finished cutting down the other lines of horses and started taking out tents with the chain between them.
Fucking smart.
Yeah, badass.
Well, now you've created a net situation. It's not just a chain. It's a chain with a big fucking parachute on one end. You can just scoop people up in.
And it's kind of funny maybe not funny, because it wouldn't be funny to be in the middle of this, but
no, it'd be horrifying.
the two drivers looking at each other and being like, well, shit, we're not done, right? Let's take that shit out.
If we can take out horses, we can take out tents.
For sure we can take out tents. Let's go, bud.
Where's the biggest fucking tent? Let's do this thing. And their giddiness of both of those guys before they even did this, it must lend to their excitement during this attack.
Yeah.
Just fuck yeah, let's do it, man.
We are helping.
That is going to be so cool.
But suddenly, they hit something hard, these two drivers, and smash the horses into each other,
Oof.
which, that's a lot of meat hitting each other.
Well, we know it doesn't end well because of the cliff. The ice cliff situation with Kahlan. We know what happens when horses crash and skitter and fall.
Yeah,
and
it's not great.
it's a car crash. It's every bit of a car crash.
Yeah. But with living things, so worse.
So
I
worse,
feel like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Just the sound itself has to be sickening. So Kahlan heads to the command tents, leading the men who cut down only who they can without slowing down. We're not wasting time trying to spread out and kill a lot of people. We are cutting a line.
But if you can chop somebody's, shit up, do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you have time, chop a head or two off. Big deal. I got a hand earlier. Once they get to where they're going, they see about 15 men held at sword point, with a bunch of others already dead from the Bandu. The ones left are weak, but they were still asking for rum when the Galileans got there. It's like, hey, so I know you guys are going to kill us, but do you have any rum?
Yeah, you're weird and naked and shit, but you got rum?
Hey, lady! Hey! Boobs! I'm not asking for rum. I just wanted to point that out.
So, when Kahlan gets to these command tents, she doesn't see Riggs there, right? She starts asking the officers where he's at. When they don't or can't answer her, fucking immediately, she
Right
has
away.
them killed. Yeah, she's like, done.
She gives the sign. She just does the finger across the throat, and they die. And they move on to the next guy immediately.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the people left. Like, hey, where's he at? I don't know. You're dead. Okay, next. Where is he at? I'm not going to tell you. Okay, you're dead. Next. And answer or die. And even if you answer, you're probably still going to die.
Probably die. Yeah. One of them is more scared of Spirit Kahlan than the threat of death. And he tells her that Riggs was hurt by her horse and he's in the surgeon's getting his face fixed up because it was all fucked up. Which I feel like, yeah, she held a lot of restraint back by not being like, ha ha ha, fuck him, right?
Is his eyeball falling out? That's disgusting. No, it's not. I made a man eat his balls once. You don't know who you're talking to, do you? Kill him!
Immediately start petting Nick and be like, good fucking boy.
Good boy! Little horsey treat? Fuck yeah, you do. So, no one is able to tell her where the surgeon's tents are, but she ends up in front of Karsh. Motherfucking Karsh. He tells her he wouldn't tell her if he even knew, and that she looks pretty good naked. He calls her a whore and says that she doesn't deserve any respect. He's just going through the ringer of all the degrading shit you can say to somebody.
Yeah. He's I'm on my knees, but I'm still gonna, spit all over you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk shit until you kill me. Kahlan informs him that he now has the war he wanted. One with no quarter and led by a woman.
Bitch!
That's right. This woman is gonna fuck your army up. Powerful. Independent.
That situation's gonna look real good to you in about 5 minutes when you're fucking dead.
Yeah. Oh, wait, maybe we should have been on her side. Damn it.
Shit. Kahlan tells Karsh to pass a message to the Keeper for her. She's gonna send all his goddamn disciples home. And the Keeper obviously hears her because immediately the spot where Darkin kissed her back in the spirit house, way back in the beginning of the book, starts to bleed like crazy.
It's essentially her mark just like Richard has.
Yes. And it's like he bit her right now. It's an immediate oh shit.
It starts bleeding bad and hurting bad right immediately.
Yeah.
And it physically just happened to her.
Yes. And all of her men notice it and she's like, oh, it must have just been a nick from an arrow. And they all must have known that was a lie because she came in there. She's covered in white. They would have noticed her bleeding immediately.
Uh-huh.
Because they all go, oh shit, you're fucking bleeding.
That's gotta be a fresh wound, dude. Don't fucking lie.
Yeah, there are no arrows happening right now. That was a bad lie, Kahlan.
And I mean, maybe she just doesn't want to worry him about that, but I don't feel like it could hurt right now either. Be like, yeah, I got a thing with the devil going on, I got to fix, but not right now.